got disconnected. So in the projects, in the generally whenever we are creating a view, we will always create the database view. Why? Because database view can be used to create combine two different tables, and then based on that two different tables, based on a common field, we can create the database view. So basically views will be created to analyze the data in between two different tables, right? So go ahead and try to select the copy button. So let's try to join two different tables. Let's try to join different tables like T001 and KNB1. Let's try to join these two different tables, right? T001 and KNB1. So mention the table name T001. So after giving the first table, what we can do is like we can select this tab called relationships. So that means SAP will suggest what are all the different tables that can be joined with this table called T01, right? So it will give the combination of all the tables. That means with this table T01, what are all the other different options we are having, so that we can join this table with all those other tables. So let us select the relationships. So now it will suggest what are all the different tables that can be combined with T001. Here, if you observe, our left hand side, we are having two T001 tables, right? So right hand side tables are the tables that we can, this T001 can be combined with all these different tables, right? Here, if you observe, it is showing so many combinations here. So whatever the table we want to join, basically we can join our T001 with all these different tables. So we want to join this with KNB1. So let's try to go, let me see. Let's go to K. So all of these are the standard tables that can be joined with the master table T001. So we are having K and B1 here. So let's try to take the combination of these two tables, T001 and K and B1. So copy. So as soon as we select the K and B1, the system is automatically recognizing the common fields between the two different tables. So T001 mandate client equal to KNB1 client number, right? So T001 bookers equal to KNB1 bookers. So here the common field is bookers company code. So company code is the common field between the two different tables. So automatically the system will recognize the common field in between these two tables. So let's go to view fields. So select the table fields. So let us try to select some fields from T001 table. So whatever the fields you want, you can, based on the requirement, you can go ahead and you can try to select those fields. And the common field has to be selected only once, right? Because bookers is the common field. So these are the fields we want to have from T001 table. And let us try to go to table fields again. Now let's try to take some fields from KNB1 table, and the common field is bookers. So we don't have to select the bookers again, right? So we have to select the common field only once. So here we are selecting the customer number, personal number, and AKONT authorization group, right? Reconciliation account authorization group. So depending on the requirement, basically you can go ahead and you can try to select some fields, whatever the fields you want to have, right? So are we fine till here?
Yes.
So go ahead and try to save our view under this particular package, save it and activate our view. And let's go and check the contents. So for the sorry, company code is a common field in both the tables. So for these two tables, we are trying to analyze the data from two different tables. And the customers that are related to company code 001, we are having 3 customers here, right? So like that, for data analysis purpose, we can create a view and we can see how the data is stored in the two different tables based on some common field. So this is the concept of a view. Basically, we are selecting the fields, required fields from two different tables, and we are trying to analyze the data from two different tables based on a common field, right? Yeah. Any concerns?
Yes. We can create a view on multiple tables, right?
Sorry, I cannot hear you. Your
Uh,
voice
we
is
can
very.
we can create multiple tables in the view, right?
We can
I
create.
mean, yeah, we can. Sorry, we can include multiple tables in a view.
You
Not
mean
only.
more than two tables?
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. Let's try to have KNC1 and C.
Okay.
So let us try to select the view fields and table fields. And let's try to take some fields from KNC1. So in KNC1, we'll try to have some fields, right? And try to activate our view. And execute the view. So these are the fields from 3 different tables, right? So only one thing we have to keep in mind is the table should have the common field, right? So they should have the common field. Otherwise, we cannot join them. Like for example, let me tell you. So first we have taken T001. We have taken T001. And then we have taken KNB1. And then we have taken KNC1. So we are trying to create a view. So the common field between these two tables is Bookers. Common field between these two tables is Kurnar. So like that, you need to have some common field. If you have the common field, then it will try to relate the data from different tables, right? So we have to make sure that there is some common field in the tables, whatever the tables we are taking. So this is our T001, this is our KNB1, and this is our KNC1. So you can create the view. You can create, that is not a problem. But the thing is like, you need to have a common field. So if there is a common field, then it can, correlate all of them and it can create a view. Right? Yeah. Any other concerns?
Ma'am, can we provide maintenance activity same like table for this views in SM30?
In SM30,
Yeah.
actually, we generally don't do that. Why? Because
Mhm.
for view, we generally don't use views that much in the projects, if you observe.
Okay.
View
Okay.
is only for just analysis of the data. Why? Because with tables, we can do, tables are much more flexible, right? So the same thing we can
Okay.
do with a simple select statement. We can join a number of tables and we can create we can collect the data into an internal table and we can manipulate the data however we want, right?
Okay.
So,
Yes.
so that's way
Mm.
we don't use views that much if you observe. I think views are only mainly used by the functional consultant whenever they want
Okay.
to analyze the data. Generally, the
Okay.
technical people, they don't use views that much.
Okay.
Why? Because the same thing can be achieved with joining the tables with a simple select statement, and wherein we can, to manipulate the data, we can easily manipulate the data with the help of tables. That's
Okay.
right.
But we can call this in program, right? Like if we require
Huh,
like
we can
calling instead of
calling.
tables.
We instead of table, we can call this. But the thing
Mm.
is, like tables are much more flexible. Again,
Okay. Okay.
working with tables is much more flexible than working with views,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, so I will share today's recorded class for both of you.